a hugely important technique for any implementation of a Kanban strategy is to visualize your work, right? You need to be able to see what's going on. You need to be able to visualize that. I'm a big user of Azure DevOps. I know Jira has these features as well. But being able to visually see your cards moving across the board, the units of value. We don't really care about tasks at this point, right? But your smallest unit of value, to see them flow across the board, see where things are. So if somebody asks you, oh, where's this? What's that? What's going on with this? Is very obvious where and what it is. That visualization, while super important, is actually super difficult to create because we generally make assumptions as a team about what each other think the system is. Okay. So I'll think the system works like this, and another team member will think it works like that. But we'll think we're on the same page. We'll think we understand each other on how the system works. But because we've never sat down and had that conversation about how this system works, then we don't. Think about, I have I don't know if you've noticed, but I kind of like board games. If you were to take any one of these board games off my shelf and throw away the rule book and get 4 people together to decide, they're each going to decide how they're going to use the pieces and move them around in order to get points. And then you're going to work together to solve the problem that is the board game. You pick a cooperative one, but we don't agree what the rules are. Then how could we possibly have a successful game, right? We're not all playing the same game because we all have not agreed what the rules are. That's why games come with a rule book. The first part of implementing a Kanban strategy is you need to write your rule book. What are the rules of your system? How are you going to decide how things work? So even one of the first decisions is, what are we going to visualize on this? What are we actually going to put on the board? Is it only things in our backlog, or is it bugs as well? What is it that's going to go on there, and how does it move through this system? So creating that visualization is super important. So what I recommend that you do is do a workshop, get everybody together, sit down, and just build a board. Whether you're building it in Azure DevOps or you're building it in Jira or Trello, or just pop open Mural or Miro and use a digital whiteboard, right? Totally free form. Make the decisions, write the notes, and document your system. How does your system work? And agree as a team when you find differences on how your system is supposed to work. Then at the very least, even if we've still got a system that might not be optimal, right? Because this is where we are right now. This is what we're doing right now. We at the very least have a system that we all agree is the same system, right? Because if we want to play together, we want to play as a team, and we want to be successful together, we need to define what those things are. We need to define how the system works, and we all need to be playing in the same system. If you're struggling to decide how your system works and create a definition of workflow, then we can help you. We provide world-class Kanban training from Pro Kanban, as well as consulting and coaching for teams trying to implement a Kanban strategy. If you're a Scrum team, then we always recommend bringing in flow metrics as a complementary practice, and have Kanban classes from scrum.org.